The Bureau Boys is an improvised detective serial. Every Monday morning, the Bureau Boys solve crimes based on clues sent in by their informants.
That's you! Go to thebureauboys.com to submit your clues, informant.
Thank you to Informant Hayden for this week's clue. Safe stage.
When we last left the Bureau Boys, they were interviewing Ray Stanberry, a Ray Stantz impersonator from the classic movie Ghostbusters.
Ray Stanberry had dragged the boys back down to Earth from their cloud and knew quite a bit about the comings and goings of the Dark Crystal.
Most notably, Master Timothy Marionette, after being fired from the Dark Crystal, started a cult. The Cult of the Muppets.
The Cult of the Muppets was beneath the Hollywood Bowl in the sub-basement. And Ray Stanberry gave the boys information on how to get there.
Now, let's join the boys to see if they'll be able to infiltrate the Cult of the Muppets.
We see the boys entering a store.
Okay.
Detective Riley.
First
okay.
door.
Look.
Yeah, I'm just glad to be in a Kroger's and just off the streets.
Now remember, Detective Riley, this is not for eating purposes. We're only here to buy things that we can put our hands up so we can infiltrate. Detective Riley. Detective Potter slaps a plate of spaghetti out of Detective Riley's mouth.
It was a free sample.
Detective Riley, it's not a free sample. This is a salad bar. Sir, are these samples free? Hey, no. See, Detective Riley?
Well, it could have fooled me.
It did fool you.
Don't put food out with in hand's reach if you don't want someone to eat it.
Everything in this store is within hand's reach, Detective Riley. It's all here, but it all needs to be purchased, okay? And Detective Riley, they gave me a company bureau credit card.
You got a credit card?
Yes.
What?
I don't know. Detective Potter pulls a Blockbuster card out of his pocket. Oh, damn it.
You lost it on the plane?
No.
Or was it never really a credit card?
This looks like, now that I look at it, it looks like a Blockbuster card. I thought they scratched out Blockbuster and they wrote in Bureau.
Who made you a detective anyway?
The Bureau.
Oh, right. Me too. You know what? I'm just glad we have a job in this economy.
Very topical, Detective Riley. But look, here, we have to find something, Detective Riley. We have to find something that our hands can easily get into and out of, because if there's bad doings in this, we don't know what to expect in this cult, Detective Riley. If something bad happens, I want to be able to get my hand back out of it, make it into a fist, and use it the way my mom taught me to use it.
At that moment, Detective Riley shoves his hands back into the spaghetti. I can get my hands in this, no problem, Detective Potter, and in and out, in and out. Hey, get your hands on my pasta, huh?
Detective Riley, stop. Sorry, sir. Detective Riley, please put the spaghetti down.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's find something a little bit less conspicuous.
Agreed, and a little bit more like you're actually putting your hand over it, like a glove or a Muppet.
Yeah, okay.
Detective Riley, I just had a thought.
Hold on. Don't say it out loud. Let's try to communicate it right to my mind.
Okay, well,
there could be many spies of this cult lurking throughout the aisles of this Kroger. We don't want to blow our cover.
Okay. Well, are you going to guess? Because I'm going to feel the need just to agree with whatever you say to make you feel better. But I think this is a really good idea. So I hope what you're reading from my mind is actually accurate. Because you're taking a real chance here, Detective Riley, from blowing a really, really good idea that I've had. But by all means, if you insist.
If it comes down to it, if you have to, you can gently whisper it. Okay, I'll give you that permission.
No, do you want to try and read my mind?
Yes, I want to try to read your mind. So
what do you think?
Empty your pockets.
Okay.
First, empty your pockets.
Get your hands on my pockets. What are you, Ray Stanberry? Ray Bradbury.
Hey, all right, illustrated man. Listen, I need a clean body to work with. Okay, let me just focus here. So Detective Potter enters his trance state. in the middle of the Kroga.
I'm Detective Riley. I'm not in a trance no matter how many times you try and put me into a trance. Are you going into a trance?
Detective Riley makes no sound.
For Detective Riley is truly the one in the trance.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So now, Detective Potter, give me your first clue of what you were thinking.
That's Detective Riley's first sound since he entered his soundless trance. Can I just tell you what my idea is, Detective Riley, or do you want it?
Give me a piecemeal. Just give me a little taste.
Okay.
Like the spaghetti. Just feed me
Put that
one
down.
matzo ball.
Put that down.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. This is a Muppets cult.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a Michael's right next door. Okay?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
No. We're gonna fashion Muppets out of crafts. We're gonna do an arts and crafts day.
Yes, we are. And Detective Riley, here's what I'm thinking. I want to do a Muppet of your likeness.
For your likeness.
And then you do a Muppet.
And you do Muppet.
Of my likeness.
Of my likeness. Yes, okay. Got it.
Detective Riley, though, just to be clear, you needed to change the pronouns when you were saying it back to me, because or else it made absolutely no sense. But it's okay.
I was mirroring your thoughts through, and I was verbalizing what was in your head.
Okay. Well,
I think you don't understand how mental science works, but I just explained it to you, so now you know.
The manager is also eyeballing us, so I think it's a good idea for us to get out of this Kroger and get into that Michael's. So the Bureau boys, leave the Kroger. Not before the manager posts a picture of them saying, "Do not serve these men." They walk across the walkway to the nearby Michael's and enter.
Hey, Detective Potter, I found some little glassy eyeballs. You know, the ones that kind of like wiggle around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I found hemp. I found all these layers of hemp that I'm going to use as a base to create my Detective Riley Muppet.
Oh, and I found this stuffy old shirt that some adult man left on the ground. Looks like an old Michael's shirt, real crappy and beat up. Mm-hmm. And I think this is the perfect material to use to create a little Detective Potter doll.
Sure. And I found all this black spray paint to make it look like everything about my Muppet is dirty. You know what? Why did I even suggest this? This is going to get passive aggressive because we're not up in our happy place. We're not up in our cloud. We're back to our fighting ways. I'm sorry, Detective Riley.
God, this case has really done a number on our relationship.
It really has.
It really has.
But
hey,
you know what, Detective Riley?
Yeah.
If I make a Muppet of you that is flattering, and you make a Muppet of me that is flattering, I think we can probably agree that the hatchet has been buried.
You're saying by repairing, we can repair. Hold on. Let me backtrack.
Do you need to go into a trance again?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me enter.
So Detective Riley goes into a somewhat silent trance.
By creating each other, we create a new relationship, repairing our old one and forming a new one that's better than the old. Ugh.
Sure. Yeah, that's whatever
you
you
gonna go
say.
with that?
Sure, yeah,
Hey,
that's fine.
Hey, don't just dismiss me. We're supposed to be buddy cops.
Detective Riley, we're not cops, we're detectives. It's right in the name. I don't call you Police Officer Riley. I'm not like, hey, defund the Bureau.
Yeah, but, ultimately, we're just the last two cops in the Bureau.
Okay, well, Detective Riley, do you agree that we should just make Muppets of each other?
Oh, yeah.
And put them on our hands? I would make a Muppet of myself, but there's just a little bit of weirdness in putting my hand. I'm not Ray Stanberry. I can't just put my hand in myself to try and infiltrate this group. Actually, he can't anymore.
He can't anymore at all. So, in fact, you're just like Ray Stanberry in that regard.
Mine's more mental.
You two are more. Yes, you're right. His has something to do with some
aura,
unseen force.
Yes. Not unlike the unseen forces that were sort of seen that we saw outside of the Jack in the Box before we were absconded into the clouds. Remember all those shadows that looked like puppets?
Oh yeah, the shadow monsters. Oh yeah, I still.
Is that what we're calling them?
I still think. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good shorthand.
Okay.
And just to be clear, pretty sure you mentioned shadow monsters.
Well, I was kind of hoping we'd come up with a cool way of talking about them, like Shadwoes or something like that.
Hey, we're just detectives, okay? We're not Hollywood screenwriters.
Oh, no, we're detectives, not cops anymore. Okay. You know what, Detective Riley? As Detective Potter has been having this entire conversation, he's been gathering supplies off the shelves of the Michaels. And Detective Riley has been angrily filling his basket with materials to craft a Muppet Detective Potter. You know what, Detective Riley? I think I have enough here.
Yeah, I think I got enough. I'm just going to grab a little extra glue, just in case, just in case I need to sneak away and get a couple sniffs, just before we go on this, big mission.
Is this because Stanbury took all your drugs?
Yeah, you made me give them all away.
Okay. First of all, we weren't going to get back on the plane with all those drugs, with any of those drugs. Secondly, how did you get all those drugs here in Hollywood? Do you have a hookup in every city?
A hookup in every city, in every airport, in every corner store, in every nook and cranny of this planet. I have a hookup.
From a garbage can directly behind Detective Riley, a head pops up. Hey, you say you need a hookup?
Hey, not right now, Craig.
Okay.
Get back in the trash.
All right, see you later. The head disappears back into the trash. Okay, that actually was impressive.
Yeah, I have an underground trash, an underground trash road full of drugs.
Okay,
it's the underground trash road.
After this case is over, we're talking about the case of the detective that keeps breaking the law.
Oh, so now you're a cop. Oh, okay. It just takes the drugs to get the cop out of you. Okay. I see, Detective Potter.
Fine.
All right. You know what? Let's just get out of here. Let's run out the front door with these supplies without pain and just get on with our case.
We're gonna have to, because this is a blockbuster card.
Hightail it. So the Bureau boys book it out of the Michaels, chased again by another manager who just caught the back of their heads and still placed a sketch of their mullets and put it on the walls with the words, "Do not serve ever again."
Okay.
Hey, do you want to pitch us a little science tent so we can make our Muppets?
I literally thought you would never ask. So Detective Potter pulls from his trench coat an expandable bar. You know that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark when the guy pulls out that thing and they think they're going to torture Marion? I think his name is Tot, and they think they're going to torture Marion, but instead he turns it into a coat hanger and he hangs up his coat and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Remember that one?
Yeah, it's a classic scene. Cinematic.
Well, that's basically what Detective Potter does with this thing that he pulls out of the back of his trench coat. Quickly, he assembles a beautiful tent. Okay, is that good enough? Are you happy?
I'm cool. I don't wear shoes, Detective Potter. I'm cool with whatever we got.
I actually appreciate that you asked me for that, because I was like, why did I pack this? And I thought, like, remember when we were originally going to leave the Jack in the Box and we had all that evidence and we wanted to set up sort of an evidentiary tent?
Yeah.
And I thought that would be the moment, and I forget what happened. I think that's when the shadow monsters came, or the shadows, or...
Shadows is just not going to work. It's not going to catch on.
Fine. Okay, well, anyhow,
but yes, I do. Anyway, here we are, and yes, you're right. It would have been nice to use this tent earlier, but hey, now that we're in the back parking lot of Michael's, we can use it here.
Yes, totally. Okay, you have all your supplies. Might need to borrow some glue, because I want to make a long, scraggly beard.
I don't know if I'm going to have much left for you when I'm done here, Detective
Riley, do you even know how drugs work?
Sure. You just slather it up your nose. Just keep it there for a couple days, let it dry, wash it out, and you're good to go. Suddenly,
Detective Riley realizes he can barely breathe for all the glue that he's put up his nose. Detective Riley! Oh my God. Detective Potter runs around the backside of him, puts one hand over his mouth, puts the other hand in the Heimlich position, and Heimlichs his nose until the glue plugs pop out onto the floor. Oh my God, are you okay? Say something.
I've been stuffed up for the past couple days. That really cleared me out. Thanks, Detective Potter. You saved my life.
You're welcome. It's less being stuffed up, Detective Riley, and more putting glue up your nose. You can't do
Gummed
that.
up. You're right. That was a bad move. I should have put it in a plastic bag like a normal hobo and just sniffed it. Sniffed the fumes. You know, I went too hard, too fast.
And when you say gummed up, do you also have some gum up there?
It's on the ground now. You got it all out.
Are you talking about the glue?
Well, the glue was up there, but I think there was a couple other things up there that I just haven't been taken care of.
That's what I'm asking. Was it gum? I felt like you were trying to make a pun, but it was glue that was up there, not gum.
Yeah, no. The gum was there. The gum was up there. There, actually, if you look at the ground,
I don't want to.
Scattered across the asphalt was a couple pieces of chewed up good Bazooka Joe's bubble gum, couple quarters, nickel,
some mescaline, some marijuana, some uppers, downers, zippos, lighters,
and of course the newly crusted glue plugs. Yeah. Anyway, wow, I feel like a new man.
Yeah.
Whew.
You owe me one, Detective Riley. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In the ledger, I just saved your. Frankly, I saved your life twice because remember when you were surrounded by all those old people at the YMCA and I came riding in on to head?
At that moment, Detective Potter takes out a physical ledger and flips to the page where he noted that Detective Riley was in trouble and Detective Potter had come to his aid.
Mortal trouble, Detective Riley. Mortal trouble. That's the worst kind of trouble.
I get it. Okay? I get it. You've been here for me. Just... I love you. I love you, man.
I love you too. I wouldn't do this whole thing. I wouldn't have packed this tent. I wouldn't have blown those things out of your nose if it wasn't for just caring about you, Detective Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for you too, you know. I wouldn't have given up my drug coat if I didn't think it was worth it, and if I didn't think you were right for me to give away my drug coat.
And so, inspired by their love for one another, the Bureau boys get to work on their Muppets of one another.
As the sun continues setting, the boys finish their Muppets in each other's likenesses.
Detective Riley, I have to say that it's super flattering. I really...
You see how I made the top half extra fluffy and the bottom half really, really, really skinny?
Oh, is that fluff? I thought that was rock hard muscle.
Well, it's a representation of rock hard muscle. I'm not actually. I don't have extracts of muscle on hand that I could inject into my Muppet. Thank you. And
do you see how?
And yours.
I made yours. I started with the likeness of Jesus.
Yeah.
And then I honed him more and more toward you, and I gave him. Do you see how there's those lines coming out of his head, like he's thinking real hard, or he's like coming up with a way to read minds or something like that?
Yeah. Like little sun rays.
And you notice that he's dressed in this little drug coat? Why don't you open it up?
No, you didn't. Did you? You didn't.
I did.
So Detective Riley opens up the little drug coat on the little Muppet Detective Riley, and therein is revealed tiny vials of assorted drugs. There's the heroin. There's the mescaline. There's the Excedrin that he gave to Ray Stanberry.
The Bureau boys embrace.
Thank you.
Detective Riley.
Detective.
Thank you for this moment and for just being there for this entire case. I'm sorry about, putting knives to each other's throats. I'm sorry about always making fun of you and doing all these bad things. I think we just got to unite and get through the rest of this case.
I think this is it. This is the final push. We're so close, and we've been through so much, and I'm ready to go to the depths of the sub basement of the Hollywood Bowl with you.
Are you saying, when you say this is the final phase, are you kind of saying that this is the final stage of our journey?
I think we're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I Detective Riley, I've never felt safer with you. I feel like this last stage is our safe stage.
Yeah. You wanna... Hey.
Do you get it?
Let's put our hand...
You know what I mean, Detective Riley? We're in our Safe stage.
Detective Potter, this is such a sweet moment.
I want you to say it. I want you to also say it, Detective Riley.
This is our safe stage.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And so, Detective Potter takes Muppet Detective Riley, inserts his hand. Detective Riley takes Muppet Detective Potter and inserts his hand. Okay. We don't need to make the Muppets guess, okay? That's very funny, Detective Riley. Ha 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 ha.
You're right. Okay. Enough fun and games. Let's get to the sub basement of the Hollywood Bowl.
And so off the Bureau boys go towards the Hollywood Bowl. They stop for directions a couple times because they've never been to Hollywood.
Hey, go and take a left on 294. It's a couple blocks up, another right.
That guy led them astray, so they find another guy to give them directions.
Yeah, sure. So if you just hike up a couple blocks past Mariachi Street.
But that Michael Jackson impersonator didn't help either. So the boys wander and wander until they find themselves in a sketchy area of Hollywood. Will the boys ever find their way to the sub-basement of the Hollywood Bowl?
Will their Muppets be enough to gain entry to the cult of the Muppets?
Do we really even believe this Ray Stanberry guy? I mean, who really honestly dresses up as Ray Stantz?
Find out the answers to these questions and more next time on The Case of the Missing Master Muppeteer.
If you enjoyed this episode, help the Bureau Boys solve this case by submitting your clue at thebureauboys.com. They may use it on a future episode.
While you're there, why not join their informant network and tell all your friends and family to join too? But don't tell the criminals, because the Bureau Boys are coming for them.